Alright guys, so I went to Lowe's today and I picked up a Grill-zebo grill canopy, so I wanted to show you it real quick. Let's go outside. And there it is. I'm gonna put this together and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. It was like 190 bucks after taxes and everything, but I put together. It has LED lights with it and stuff too, they say. So I want to put it over here to cover my grill against the weather even more than just a cover. So yeah, I also went and picked up some more lump charcoal so I can do the burgers tomorrow. And I got a little left over lump there and some wood chunks, and but yeah, I'm gonna put this thing together and afterwards I'll show you what it looks like. So alright guys, I got the gazebo together, and also while I was putting the gazebo together, my top part of my acorn came in the mail. So I'll be replacing my damaged parts of my acorn later today as well. So here's the gazebo. See if I can get a full shot of it. That's it, man. Makes for a nice little grilling area. It came with these glass bar tops, and this is just my old grill cover. I actually bought a new grill cover as well. Thought I would double up the protection on my acorn, but and here's the other one. Nice little bars to set your drinks on, whatever, man. You can put stools or whatever over there and have people sit at it if you wanted while you're cooking, you know, entertaining. But yeah, here's my little setup. But man, no more cooking in the rain and no more not cooking because it's raining. We'll see how it holds up, huh? And I thought, you know, if this is canvas, like this whole thing is like a canvas cloth. So if this, you know, if this wears out over time, I could probably mod this, keep the frame and mod and put like a metal roof on it or something, because you can totally see, here's inside, you can totally see you've got the support already, so just a matter of cutting sheets of metal or whatever to put over this that'll last longer. I really don't see this cover lasting that long. And it came with these cool little push LED lights in each corner, so that's pretty cool. So if you're cooking at night, it'll kind of light up your whole patio area. But yeah, I'm getting ready to replace this piece and this piece right here, because in the back, like I showed in my pictures, the rivets that hold the bolts are popping out of the bodies, these pieces. So I guess I'll recycle them. I don't know what else to do with them. But also I need to, this wore out a while back, so what I did is I bought some high temp sealant, and when I'm going to take this off, of course, I'm going to put a bead of that high temp sealant around this, and it'll seal it. I don't have to worry about some stupid rubber piece popping off. But yeah, also my ash pan. I'm on a video redoing the ash pan as well, because it's got rust on it some. So I'll sand it a little bit and then just completely coat it in high temp paint, and it won't affect the food or anything because it's just the ash pan. So anyways, the grill's together, and yeah, just give you one more shot of it. Nice. I got it at Lowe's for 174 bucks, but I paid tax too, so it was like $194 for it. But hey, like I said, if the top wears out, I will just replace the top with something a little more durable. But I think this will last a little while anyways. And I plan on anchoring it, because you can see here there's some anchor holes in the back on all four corners actually, so I can anchor it to my deck if I want and not have to worry about it blowing away with these high wind storms we get here in Houston. So anyways guys, I'll get back to you later when I start well, when I get my acorn all fixed up. So here is my Char-Griller stuff. That's my fireball. I still reuse that fireball in the grate and the ash pan. Over here, the old pieces where the hinges were actually slipping. These little pieces here were popping out. And over here you can see where they did pop out. So here's the new one. I've got it all assembled, and I'm kind of glad that I did actually get these switched out, because this latch, it's supposed to, my other one didn't do this and I never really noticed, but this latch, it actually squeezes it down for a better seal with your high temp gasket. So my other one didn't do that. But anyways, Char-Griller, they sent me a replacement top piece. This is my old thermometer. They sent me this, and they sent me this, and it came, the top piece came with the hinge. So yeah, the rubber gasket that was on here, it's all worn. Actually, I still have it over here. It's crap, you know, it wore out. So what I'm going to do actually is, here's my vent, and it just sits on here like so. I'm going to take, I have a high temp silicone I bought on Amazon, and I'll show you that here in a second. I'm actually going to shoot a bead of that all the way around the top of this vent. After I have got the vent completely tightened down, I'm going to shoot a bead of this silicone. And there's a specific silicone. Don't use just any high temp silicone. Sorry about my dirty hands. I've been playing with the grill here. This stuff right here, I bought on Amazon. It was like, I think $9, $10, but it's meant for barbecue grills. You'll see that there's some of it, some high temp sealants that are meant for like car engine gaskets or whatever, and people say that they're not food grade, and some people argue that they are. But this one, the manufacturer actually says it's food grade, and I'll actually put a link to this stuff down below for anybody who's looking to do a better seal on the top of their Akorn. But yeah, I mean, nice, huh? You know, just retrofitted it to my other stuff, you know. Replace what was, I mean, everything else still fine, you know, my stand's still fine. I might repaint that eventually, but now that I've got this covered tent canopy over it, and I'll have a cover on it anyways when I'm not using it, this gives me the ability, you know, to cook out here even when it's raining. So anyways, yeah, so thank you, Char-Griller, for having an awesome warranty on your products. I'm telling you, it's awesome that you did that. They took real good care of me. They got the parts to me really quick. I can't believe how quick the parts got here. But they got them, I mean, they were here in like 2 or 3 days after filing my warranty request. So thanks again, Char-Griller. Big thumbs up there. And yeah, like I said, I like my Akorn a lot. It's been good to me. You know, other than typical wear that you get on grills, it's held up pretty well, other than just that little manufacturing issue, but they wasted no time resolving it, and you can't ask for anything more than that, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a bead on here, and I'll show you all that when I'm done. So get back. All right, I went ahead and sealed around here, and I'm not the best caulk person or whatever in the world, but I shot a bead, and it's black, so it blends in with your grill, which is nice. I shot a bead of it all the way around to seal it up so no leaking smoke or anything. The cool thing is, if it doesn't work out the first time, you can just pop this off. It'll just peel off, and you just peel off the seal and put a new seal on. So yeah, getting ready to cure this new setup. Look at that, nice and shiny and new again. Won't be that way for long, trust me. But yeah, all sealed up. Just got to put my shelves back on and put my fireball in, and we'll get back and do the ash pan, paint it and everything. Alright guys, we're gonna go try and restore this ash pan. You can see I got rust all around the edge of this thing. just all the way around. And I got a little bit of some rust starting here. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to take this lower vent off. And it's just screwed on. So basically just going to pop it off. And take the other screw off over here. I'm wearing gloves because this is a dirty job. There's one in the middle too, I forgot. Take that screw out as well. See if I can get this thing to loosen up here a little bit. If I gotta twist it, so be it. Just kind of work with it, get that screw loose. Alright, got the screws off. Got my bottom vent off. So, see what I need to do. Also, go ahead and take the handles off too. Handles off. Try not to lose your screws. Get this handle off. I wasn't able to get one handle off, I was able to get the other one off, so get as much as you can of this stuff off. So what I'm going to do, so I got a sanding block here. Basically, I'm going to go around to sand all this off with the sanding block. Just gonna go through and sand all this off, and you're gonna get dirty, so just deal with it. Alright, so basically I sanded this down about as good as I'm going to get it on the edge here. I taped over the one handle I couldn't seem to get off. Also, I've sanded all around, and I also wiped it clean with a wet cloth. So now I've got some of this high heat paint. Just gonna pop the cap off, shake it real good, and just start painting. Alright, now I'm going to let this sit and dry. Says it could take up to half an hour to an hour to, or 2 hours, depending on humidity and everything, for this to dry. So I'm going to let this sit for about an hour or an hour and a half, and then we'll flip it and do the other side. A coat on this side now. Actually looks pretty good considering how worn this ash pan is. Basically, like I did earlier, you know, I sanded as much of the rust off as I could and painted it. And yeah, this is a high temp paint. It's not going to hurt your food. This is in the ash pan, so don't freak out or nothing. It was painted when I bought it, so. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm gonna have to replace this thing eventually anyways, because along the edge, I'm not gonna touch it because it's wet, but there's a couple of cracks that air can seep through. So what I'm gonna do is, after this thoroughly dries, I'm gonna take some of that silicone and cover those cracks with it, and that'll get me by for a little while longer until I decide to buy a new ash pan. But yeah, this is the only part that was left, was just getting that painted, or sanded and painted. So it'll buy me a little time, right? Okay guys, so I did 2 coats of high temp paint on this. It came out pretty alright, I think. Nice and shiny, just like new almost. Knocked as much of that rust off. Then I went and followed it up with a clean cloth, or damp clean cloth, to wipe all the rust off. Get it clean before I painted it. So now, what I want to do is, on these edges here, there's a little crack from where it rusted or whatever. I'm gonna take that silicone that I used to seal my grill vent. I'm gonna take the same silicone, I'm gonna go along the edge here and pretty much just kind of give it a good seal so that no air leaks into this thing. And this should get me by for a while. I don't really want to have to replace it anytime soon. And I'm just going to go all the way around anywhere there's a gap and just kind of put that silicone on there. But also, I'm going to put this rail back on, and when I do, I'm going to seal the top and the bottom of this rail with the same silicone as well, so I don't have any air leaks. So I'll get back to you once I get that on there. Okay, so I've put the other handle on. The paints are nice and dry on this now. You can see it came out pretty nice and glossy, high temp paint. Did the best I can on this. You know, some of it did chip away before I painted it, but went ahead and painted what's left here. And what I want to do now is I'm going to go and get along this plate and just kind of seal it with some silicone anyways, just to be safe, make sure there's no air leaks. And along this edge, I'm going to put some silicone where there's gaps. So I'm just going to kind of go along here and look for any cracks and put that silicone on there. So here we go. Same silicone I used to seal my vent earlier. So I'm just going to kind of squirt it. Just kind of fill in those cracks with it. You don't want any air leaks in your ash pan, because then you're going to have trouble controlling your temperature. If you get this on your hands, just keep a towel close by to wipe it off ASAP, because it's sticky and it's really hard to get off once it starts drying. I just got a little bit on my hand here, so doing this, so I'm just going to wipe it off like that. And see if there's any more gaps. There weren't a whole lot of gaps, but I just wanted to make sure I got the ones, you know, that could be problematic. So now what I want to do, since I've done that, is I'm going to shoot a bead along top of my rail. And you can take and rub the front of your rail clean like that. When they put these on from the manufacturer, they have like a sealant that they put behind this. So I'm just kind of doing something similar, but on the outside. I'm just kind of going along. The sealant. Alright, like that. You can see I got it all on the bottom, sealed. And you just gotta do this side. Ta-da! Now it's ready for a few more months or years of cooking. So anyways guys, happy 4th, and we'll see you next time around.